Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today we've got a re-review of Harbour Brewing Company's IPA. Get it right, there we go. So it's coming in at an ABV of 5% ABV in the can. On draft it's 5% and in the bottle apparently it's 5.2. I reviewed this in a bottle back in, was it 2015? Could be, or 2016. Yeah, May 2016 I reviewed this beer, I'm pretty sure I did, in a 500ml bottle back then. So trying a can version, not much information on this. It says it's a modern interpretation of the British classic, pronounced American hop aromas. This golden hour, citrus characters and robust yet balanced bitterness. And there we go. Not much else to say. 330ml can. Best before the 2nd of, well, the February, get it right, February of 2021. So massive, like 11-month shelf life for an IPA. That'll work. Don't know what hop varieties in it. Doesn't actually say. This isn't a beer that's been in the fridge. Well, it's been in a cold room here, so let's give it a review. Just wash the glass out, so hopefully there's no clinging bubbles. Yeah, it looks like there is. Just come off a few. Oh, it's quite carbonated. Okay, and quite clear. Look at that. Get these bubbles out of the way. So we'll let that calm down a bit. So these guys are out in North Cornwall, in the southwest of England. I've reviewed a few beers from this brewery recently. Any other info? So the ingredients are water, malted barley, hops, yeast. So usual traditional ingredients for a beer kind of thing, isn't it? So yeah. So beer in a glass. It's still got all these bubbles going on everywhere, which is weird. Just above a one finger, loosely packed, if you like, white head. It's leaving a bit of lace in as the bubbles have gone down. But yeah, let me just pour the rest of this in if I can. I'll try and do it a bit, leave a bit of room at the top, but yeah, it's actually quite carbonated. Aroma. Yeah, light citrus notes, touch of kind of lime almost. But this is at room temperature. It's slightly chilled but not crazy chilled. So you're getting the true kind of aroma of this beer being at this temperature. Unlike a lot of the IPAs are in the fridge. Grassy, slightly kind of hop oil, kind of not resin like real strong, but like a watered down version of a resin hop or something. Yeah, definitely getting the lime pith, that sort of thing. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Yeah, citrusy, touch of lime, yeah, lime juice, a little bit of pine, that oily, hoppy sort of, quite a lot of pine actually, more pine than I was expecting. There you go. So this is saying, they're saying this is an English IPA, according to Untapped, because it's, is it just because it's like an IPA in England, so they, oh, it's an English IPA, but it already says it's American hop. So it's weird. Untapped's weird. If you had the actual hop varieties on the actual description of the beer, then yeah, this is not an English IPA. For me, anyway. There's not a lot of earthiness or anything like that, or it's not malt driven, it's not earthy. It's quite kind of, it's like a light citrus note. Pineapple is obviously there, but it's quite muted. Low IBU count, I'd say, on this beer. It's not said it on Untapped or anything like that. It's a low medium body. It's a subtle beer. I mean, I would imagine in America a 5% IPA wouldn't be called a 5%. It wouldn't be called an IPA. It'd probably be a session IPA in the States at 5%. I think I've seen some beers at 5.5, getting up to 5.8, 5.9 that are still session IPAs. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before in the past on Untapped when I'm looking through what people have been drinking and stuff. Over here, this is an IPA, a session IPA. Over here is like anything from like, I don't know, 3.3, normally up to around like 4.5 is a session IPA, and then anything above that is an IPA. And then of course you get up into the doubles. I've been told many years that double IPAs are around about 8%, 7.8, 8%, something like in that kind of ballpark. But then I've had IPAs from America that have, have been like 7.5, getting on for 8, and they're just IPAs. So whatever, waffle. Anyway, back to this beer. It's nice. It's doing what I want it to do. It keeps you interested. There's some subtle flavours there that you like, piney, kind of grapefruit, kind of, yeah, maybe a touch of pineapple. Very grassy, very kind of hop oily, very smooth mouthfeel as well. Yeah, decent beer. We've got all the beer in there, so yeah, I mean it's drinking well. I mean I've had getting on for half of it already in the review. It's leaving a little bit of lacing, as you can see, but yeah, it's given a coating of the beer, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's alcohol, 5%, but it's more kind of a. I'd say it's more that grassy kind of oily hop oils, I'd say. But yeah, decent beer. In terms of a rating then for me on this one, I'd give this like a 7.5 out of 10. It's a steady beer, decent beer. This is on draft anyway. I'd buy it for sure. I've never had this beer on draft, so well, it's nice to try it again. So 7.5 out of 10 for me on this one. I'm really quite curious what I actually gave this beer back in 2016 as a score in a bottle, and it doesn't look like I've given it a score, which is always weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I actually give this beer a 7 out of 10 back in 2016 in the bottle, so apparently I'm liking this more. I put a light session IPA with a bit of malty, spicy, light orange stroke lemon peel, slightly metallic, and a bit of finish. That's what I put in the bottle 4 years ago. I'm not getting any metallic. There's very light bitterness on this one. Orange, lemon, yeah, touch, but it's more for me lime. Lime peel, lime pith, a little bit of lime juice in that kind of deal. But it's interesting to get that. Wasn't getting much spicy notes on it. Not really getting any kind of big multi tones off it. Interesting, isn't it? Actually prefer the can 4 years later than I did in a bottle 4 years ago. So quickly run through the Untapped scores then while we're here. 8,783 total check-ins. It's had 836 in the last 30 days. It's had a grand total of 6,500 ratings then. It's coming in at 3.58. Pretty damn good score, really. It's a steady beer. There's better out there. There's a lot worse out there as well. It's just one of them beers that, yeah, if you see it, go and try it for yourself kind of things. Yeah, steady as it goes. Anyway, enough waffle from me. Thanks for watching then. Check out my Harbour playlist, and maybe I think it might be the first beer at the bottom of the playlist of this beer in a bottle when I was a lot younger. a lot slimmer and in a bowl. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.